Now, a businessman Vusimuzi Cat Matlala and 4 others are also set to return to the Alexandra Magistrate's Court in Johannesburg today. They are accused of orchestrating the failed assassination of Matlala's former partner, socialite Tebogo Thobejane, in October 2023. For more on today's court appearance, we cross now to SABC News reporter Neria Hlakotsa. Neria, good morning. And of course, quite a lot of attention on this particular story, given ties to other developments that are currently taking place. But what can we expect today?
Good morning to you. Well, we are indeed expecting Matlala and his 4 co-accused to appear here in the Alexandra Magistrate's Court. When you look at their charges, they are facing charges of attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, money laundering, and attempts to defeat the ends of justice. During their last appearance, however, the state did indicate that it wants to centralize other dockets, basically meaning that it wants to add more charges. According to the state, there are at least 7 dockets that were under investigations, and they believe that those dockets need to be added to this case. When the state was saying that these dockets come from Pretoria, we have other dockets, they have rather other dockets from Orlando, Sandton and Vereeniging. And you must remember that the state indicated that Matlala can be linked to some of the attempted murder charges that are being faced here, not only for this case. But one thing, when we go back to this case, the state is maintaining that Matlala is the mastermind behind the failed assassination of Tebogo Thobejane. The state saying that he's the one that even paid the gunman. But Matlala is adamant that the state has no evidence against him, but the state admitting that yes, the evidence is circumstantial, but it cannot be ignored, because when they look at some of the evidence that they have is the fact that there were payments from Matlala's business account to accused number 2. But Matlala saying those payments were not for the shooting. The payments were to help accused number 2 because his mother had just passed away. Sakina, Matlala was telling the court that he had no reason to try to kill Tebogo Thobejane, saying to the court that they only dated for just over a year, and when the shooting happened, they had already broken up because they were dating as far back as 2021. But the state is saying that can't be his only reason, because how then does he explain the payments? How then does he explain the communication between accused 1 and 2, where they are saying that, let me check with Kat, maybe he has a job for us to do. So the state is saying that these all together, these evidence, when they look at the evidence all together, it does link Matlala. Sakina, you must also remember Matlala's wife is also in the dock. While she's out on bail, she's also facing the same charges as her husband and the other accused. We also have accused number 5 in the matter. She comes in with the issue of money laundering. The state saying they will prove how the money moved to her account and from her account. So at this point, the state has circumstantial evidence, but it is linking everything and trying to close in on this case. Sakina, Matlala did try apply for bail, and during that bail application, this is where it was heard that he has that Eswatini identity card that is fraudulent, and this, according to the state, makes him a flight risk. So today they all appearing, all 5 of them, and the state will indicate whether they are now ready to centralize all these cases.
Well, looking forward to those developments, and of course, Neria Hlakotsa there to make sure with that we don't miss anything.